back with another video. As I said, I was gonna be more consistent. So today we're gonna be doing a little DIY project because it's pretty nasty outside. As y'all can see, the weather has just been raining, ground is wet. So I've been looking at the SUV that I have, and I was gonna replace the headlights with like some nice new LED, but I think I'm just gonna restore what I already have. I want y'all to take a look at this. I'm gonna show y'all the before and after, of course, before I pull in the garage, because that's what we're gonna be doing the work at today. So take a look at them. Like, this one isn't too bad, but you can see how it's starting to fade. Clear coat been gone away. This one is pretty terrible. Like, so I don't know if you can see. I don't know if the camera's showing any justice, but it's pretty bad. So we're gonna be restoring the headlights to make them look new again. All right, so what we're gonna be needing to do this job is soap and water. I'm gonna be using the Rust-Oleum clear coat gloss, and I also have a 220 grit sandpaper along with the 2000 grit. And pretty much what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna have the wet sand. We're gonna wet sand the headlights down, starting with the 220 grit sandpaper. So we're gonna wet sand this down. And well, first I'm gonna have to tape off the body of the car so we won't scratch the paint. And then we're gonna wet sand it down. So let's get started with this. All right, so the tape sticks, no problem. So now that we got everything taped off, I'm gonna be wet sanding it with the 220 grit sandpaper. So pretty much I'm gonna be knocking all this yellow film and everything off. So let's get started. Just like this, we'll go over the entire headlight. All right, now that that's done, I actually went and got the sander to speed the process up, because when I was doing it by hand, it seemed like it wasn't coming out as good as I wanted it to before we go over with the 2000 grit sandpaper. So right now I'm just gonna wipe my headlights down to see how they look before I touch it up with the 2000 grit. And as you see, it looks way better, especially when we hit it with the clear coat. So pretty much the 2000 grit sandpaper is going to smooth everything out, because the 220 is kind of like a rough sandpaper more so. Then the 2000, once we go over with the 2000, it's just gonna pretty much smooth everything out so we can hit it with the clear coat. And then it should look brand new. Like, don't get me wrong, like, as I go on, this is my first time doing it, so I'm learning myself. So if I made mistakes or whatever, leave it a comment and let me know what I did wrong or what I could have done better. But like I said, my whole thing was to just get new headlights, but I'm just gonna save some money because it's a family vehicle. I don't drive it that much, so. But yeah, I'm just going over right now to see if I can touch some spots up. I see a little spot right there. I can go back over. I can touch some up right here. But other than that, everything looks fairly good. So I'm just gonna touch this up real quick. And we're gonna get started with the 2000 grit sandpaper. All right, look like that's the best it's gonna get. So right now, I'm gonna take my 2000 grit sandpaper and pretty much repeat the same process I did with the 220, the 220 grit sandpaper. So we're just pretty much wet sanding. I'm not gonna use a power drill this time. I'm just gonna go over it nice and smooth out all the areas that look like they've been went over too much. Hopefully it turns out pretty good. From right now, from start to finish, even though we're not finished, how they first started looking when we first started this job, they look way better. Look way better. This clear coat should just put the ice on the cake. So this is what they look like after the wet sanding process is complete. I know it look a little crazy, but once you hit it with the clear coat, it's gonna look way better. At least I'm hoping. Like I said, this is my first time doing this, but from what I've seen on YouTube and just learning myself, they'll turn out much better after you hit it with the clear coat. Looks crazy right now, but hey, we'll find out, right? So the next step is just to tape off and put plastic around the headlights to protect it from the clear coat, because you don't want the clear coat to get on your paint. So we're just gonna put plastic all around just to protect the paint, and then we can lay down the clear coat. All right, now it's time to lay down the clear coat. Make sure there's no dirt or debris on your headlights, because it will get stuck inside the clear coat. So I'm just inspecting. And then we're gonna be using this, like I told you earlier, the Rust-Oleum clear rod. So we're gonna lay down the light coat starting off. I'll probably go over it like 3 coats. So the first one is really light. Uncover everything. That's my first coat. And from the look of it, it looks great. That's only 1 coat. So I'm pleased how it's looking so far. Just 1 clear coat. That's just 1 so far. Look at it, look brand new. It's crazy. That's before we go over it right there. That's what it looks like before we hit it with the clear coat. And this is after all the wet sanding. Look at it, big difference. And it's the same process that I did on this one, but the clear coat was applied to the other one. So that's crazy. That's crazy. So between the clear coats, I'll wait like 15 to 20 minutes and let the first coat dry. And then I'll go back over it with another coat. So right now I'll probably have to do, I did 2 coats on this, 1 coat on that side. So I'm gonna let it sit right now, and then we're gonna touch it up and finish the job, and then I can show you how to do before and after. But from right now, it looks really good. Okay, and while we're killing time to get the clear coat to dry, I just wanted to show y'all something else. So I'll remove my tail light, because as you see, my tail light has water inside. And I know exactly how it happened, but I want to show you how to fix the problem so you know how to buy all new headlights. You see the water? So give me a second. And the hole, it has a leak coming from, I believe it's this end. Right up here. Watch. See water dripping? So I'm gonna show you how to seal that up so you don't have to buy new tail lights. All right, so we had got the water out of it. As you see, there's pretty much no more water. We knew the crack was coming from at the top right here because this is how it sits. It sits flush like this. So when the rain normally comes in this side. So I knew, as you see. So what we're gonna do, I have this sealant right here. It's clear, and I'm pretty much just gonna go on the outside all the way down with the sealant, so we wouldn't have no more problems with the water coming. All right, let's go over. Last coat clear. This one. That's gonna be the last coat of clear. And then I'm gonna let it sit for another 15. And I'll show y'all what it's looking like. But after the 3rd clear coat, that's what we look like. On this side, 3rd clear coat. Yes, third clear coat. Looks good. And mind you, it's not gonna yellow anymore after you put this on there. After you sand it down and do the process, the steps that I told you, it wouldn't turn yellow anymore. You wouldn't have a problem with the headlights. So they're like brand new once again. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. I hope you liked the video. I hope if you try this, that your headlights come out the same way, like before and after. They're beautiful. So everything that I told you, it works. As you see from the video, it works perfect. So even the tail lights, to save you some money with your tail lights, you should definitely try to do that before you take it somewhere or spend the money to buy new tail lights or headlights. Find a hole and just seal it with some clear seal or any type of seal, and it'll be just fine. So I hope you liked the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think about my videos and the work that I be doing, and if it worked for you. So show love. I'm out.